And so what's great with the live service is like between seasons, patches, hot fixes, there's numerous kind of vehicles for us to kind of like inject change and evolve the game for the future. And it's always in pursuit of making the best possible experience for the players.
Because it's really about, we're making the game for player joy. We're making the game the best game we can for players. And so, but sometimes they have to have a salad. They can't have ice cream for dinner every night,
It's time to ask the difficult questions. Are seasons the remedy they're thought to be? Or are we merely masking a deeper issue? In this video, I'm peeling back the layers and delving into the potential limitations and flaws of Diablo 4 as we endeavor to uncover why seasons might not be the savior that some are hoping for. Some of you might be puzzled by this and be saying to yourselves, didn't they just add a whole bunch of content with Season 2? Surely that would fix the issues plaguing Diablo 4. And I would say to you, no, this is not the case. While yes, they added a great deal of content with the Season of Blood, not all of it will be staying after the season is over, outside of select few changes. Now, this isn't to say the new season isn't fun. If you enjoyed the base game, then you will probably enjoy the newest season. There's enough added that you can get a bit of enjoyment for a playthrough or so, but Diablo 4 has much deeper mechanical issues. Starting with gear progression. Despite having several balance changes with the recent update, gearing still feels boring as ever. There has been no changes in how I've geared my character throughout this season than in prior updates. And the fact that they've made gear easier to get means by level 60, 70, outside of increasing item power, my gearing is basically done. Now don't get me wrong, I love the fact that they added target farming to the game finally. But in doing so, has made it to where builds are finished a lot sooner, and the quote-unquote uber uniques are not worth the grind even being target farmed. At the rate of seasons in development on Blizzard's part, I doubt seeing this one fixed in seasons. It would probably take a major expansion to fix the system. Or even better in my opinion, lower the level cap from 100. I don't know why they made level 100 the level cap in this game. They could have easily made it level 60 or 80, and I believe this would have solved a lot of the issues that I've just previously mentioned. It seems that they arbitrarily decided to stretch everything to 100 after designing these systems. The next issues that I want to talk about and that I don't think can be fixed in seasons is the poor MMO style systems that are in place that are more annoying than they are fun. One example is like why the Altars of Lilith and the Renounce system a seasonal reset and not just tied to your first playthrough. This is a terrible design choice. If you agree, hit the like button. Blizzard has taken the worst part of MMOs and merged them with an ARPG and thinks it's innovative. Yes, the new quality of life that they are adding is nice, but anything that breaks up the flow of killing stuff, get epic loop, feel like a god, is just systems that they shouldn't have in an ARPG and should be tossed out in my opinion. The seasonal content doesn't make this better with the seasonal journey, and it feels like a bad version of a checklist that no one cares for. The formula for a good ARPG is out there, and you can learn from other games in the industry of what works and what doesn't. You can't even play hardcore without worry that you'll lose your character due to a DC and bugs. 3.5 months later, you still got people losing hours of progress due to server-side disconnects, which is absolutely baffling to me, especially since the solution was supposed to be on the launch of the game, and it never happened. This is a straight up FU to the hardcore community in my opinion. The solution is right there in the game already, and all they have to do is code it. Or if you don't want to use the resources that the players have taken the time to farm, then program the mechanic to trigger when a DC happens. I don't exactly know, I'm not a developer, but it doesn't seem that hard of an undertaking. The player base should not have to wait for over 3 months for something that was supposed to launch with the game. I can sit here and list every complaint that I have about Diablo 4. And I won't, because that would probably make this an hour-long video. I do think that even though the game is launched, that some of the base systems in Diablo 4 need to be reworked or completely removed. I just don't see seasons doing that. The game is just now getting to be in a somewhat finished state, it seems, in terms of content. With Path of Exile in a really good spot, Last Epoch launching in February, Path of Exile 2 on the horizon, and Diablo 3 with a relatively healthy player base still. There has to be some major changes to the game to be on the level of enjoyment of these titles. If you're enjoying Diablo 4, I'm happy for you. That is awesome. There are some good things that Diablo 4 brings to the table that I enjoy, or I wouldn't have bought the game and continued to try it out to see if progress has been made on improvements. It wasn't my intention to make this sound like a doomer video, and I don't expect a perfect game. But I just don't see the seasons being the remedy to the game right now. We will have to revisit this again after the first expansion launches. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it and feel like I've earned it, please hit the subscribe button and let me know your thoughts. Do you think seasons are going to be the remedy that Diablo 4 needs, or will they be better off doing the major fixes on expansions? Or will they be able to fix it entirely to begin with? Let me know. T-Bone out.